Hey, welcome back to Trucking California with Velox 18. It is early Saturday morning, and when I say early Saturday morning, I mean late Friday night. All right, it's just after midnight. Well, it's like 1 a.m. now, but I woke up just after midnight, took a short nap. I'm dressed a little bit like a ninja, all right? Got my sweatpants on, got my sweatshirt on, all black, got my Vans. Feel like I could go do some ninja stuff right now, but I'm way too tired to do that. I gotta go over here and make this delivery at C&S Wholesale in Stockton. They have a bad reputation, another receiver with a bad reputation, and yes, we're gonna go over there. We're gonna see if we can get this thing delivered and maybe get some more sleep. This is one of those times where you kind of hope that, you know, they're a 4 or 5 hour long delivery, because that means I'll get to sleep. No, I can always come back home and sleep if they want to get it off the truck quickly. But yeah, I'm prepared for anything. Ninja status. But yeah, we're gonna get over there and rock and roll with this. And you guys roll the music. I'm gonna roll down the road, and we can go do this thing on a little weekend. We're gonna finish off our week right here Saturday morning. Let's do this. Roll the music. Let's get on down the road and make this delivery. So kind of a weird night, because you know I picked this load up on Friday morning, and it's not quite like a full Saturday morning delivery, because it's got a 3 a.m. delivery appointment for Saturday morning, so it's like I can't really like get a full night's sleep. So I went home and made the most of the waking hours. Instead of trying to go to sleep early and not being able to sleep and all that other crap, I just hung out with my wife and children. Miles had a basketball game. Jessica made butter chicken for us. Oh man, in fact, I have some video footage to show you guys of the dinner we had, so I'm gonna put that in right here. Ooh, look at that. So Jessica made, I'm gonna have to, hold on, we gotta zoom in on this. That, my friends, is butter chicken.
Deliciousness.
Cauliflower. And this fried naan-type bread, Greek yogurt based bread, and of course rice. But yeah, well, we got to get this out of the juices so people can see it. The goodness. I know I've got a few Indian subscribers. So
and this recipe is from a very dear Indian friend, so I'm not just like winging it.
Yeah. Shout out to
Kiran,
who introduced us to butter chicken and also gave us the recipe so we can make it at home. Mm-hmm. But all right, I'm gonna feast, and this bread is like
life.
Yeah, it's pretty sure this is the manna that fell from heaven.
Man, he was gonna choke. Here, can I have your plate, babe?
All right, we're gonna eat. Love you guys.
Bye.
All right, so what'd you guys think? The butter chicken looked pretty dang good, didn't it? I know I got a few Indian subscribers. Ramesh, I'm pretty sure you're Indian. Correct me if I'm wrong. Kind of making assumptions based on your name, so forgive me if I'm wrong, but pretty sure Ramesh is Indian. So you tell me what that butter chicken looked like. Tell me if that looked good and authentic or not. And I don't know about that fried bread. That fried bread is I don't know if it's like true authentic, but it's pretty bomb, I know that. And that's how we were introduced to it. It was through our Indian friend, and she made it, and we were like, yeah, I'm down. Let's do this. It got us the recipe, and it was scrumptious. Indian food is actually a food that I didn't know I would like I didn't know what I thought about the smell of curry. So when you smell it and you're like, I don't know if I'd like it, I wouldn't want to go and order it and try it out. I was not very adventurous. And I think that happens when you're poor, like I was. You're like, man, I don't want to spend money on food and then not like it. Like I can't go and spend money on something. Like if I'm gonna spend money on something, like, we're gonna get something that we like, because we've been eating rice and beans for 2 weeks straight. It's time to, if we're gonna go eat out somewhere, we're gonna go eat out somewhere where it's a guaranteed winner. But anyway, I had some friends introduce me to it, of course. I think I was 30 years old by the time I ate Indian food, and I was like, oh shoot, this is good. I can get down with this. This is bomb. But yeah, and then when we tried this butter chicken a couple years back, I was like, that was my new favorite. My new favorite. So we actually went. There's a little Indian grocery store in Turlock, town where I live. So I walked in there, only white boy in there, getting some butter chicken masala, and yeah, doing the thing. So yeah, we're gonna get over here and make this delivery, and then after we make the delivery, then we'll bring it right on back to the yard. But at some point in this video, and I don't know exactly when I'm gonna do it, but we'll break down the numbers for the week a little bit, because we had a pretty good week. So we'll break down the numbers and talk about how much better it could have been if we would have not had to deadhead out of St. George, Utah. If we would have got a load from St. George, Utah into Southern California, that would have been pretty cool. But we didn't, so we'll have to talk about that, because this load came out of Ontario, California, but we deadheaded all the way from St. George, Utah to Ontario. That's 350 miles of deadhead before we got loaded with this load. So this video, you're just catching the very tail end of this load, but that's just the way that the videos broke up this time, because of the way that the scheduling worked on some of these loads. It's like I'd have too much video footage for one day and not enough the next, so I was trying to break them up a little different than I normally do. I usually like to do a video per load, or a video per day, but I didn't have enough footage on some of the days. I mean, the day out in St. George, Utah, I made my delivery in the morning, and then I slept most of the day, so I didn't have a ton of footage out there. So anyway, a little behind the scenes, behind the curtains of this channel right there. You get to hear about a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to explain myself why this video is not going to be a full load. It's just taking the load from the yard and taking it over here to Stockton. But hey, this is what the video is. All right, you can click off of it anytime if you don't like it, sucker. You'll miss out on my ninja stuff. You don't even know. I got ninja skills, nunchuck skills, bow staff skills. I got skills. But all right, let's get on down the road and make this delivery. Take a nap. All right, let's see. We're here. I believe it's right here. We're here exactly an hour before our appointment time, so it's like 2 something. So let's get in here. Hopefully they'll let us in and give us a door right away, and then we'll see what the plan is. What's the plan, Stan? Make this first left and go down here and check in. And so check in at door 19. So hopefully I can get one of these doors right here. I'll just back up to it. That wouldn't be so bad. I think all these guys will be here for a little while. I'm gonna go inside and check in. There it is. All right, let's go see where they want me. All right, I got checked in. She said go into dock 25, chock the wheels, disconnect from the trailer. And 25 is the only dock out of 23, 24, and 26 that has a truck in it. Oh man. It happens like every day, man. Every day they tell me to go into a dock where there's already a truck. I don't get it, man. I really don't. Like, it shouldn't be that hard to know where trucks are, what docks are open, what docks are not. It's mind-boggling. It befuddles me. I'm befuddled. I'm gonna run in there real quick and tell them, hey, try again. Try again. Hold on. All right. She said, yeah, go to 27 instead. I think that's where that guy's just pulling out right there. Yeah, that's where he was just pulling out right there. That's kind of cool though, because they got this dock in front of me wide open. So I'm gonna just pull up into here and back straight up, my ninja. Break the seal, open the doors. I'm gonna slide the tandems back, go disconnect, do all that stuff. You guys just hang out right here and I'll catch up with you guys once we get all this stuff taken care of. All right, we got it in the dock. We got the tandem slid, the wheels chocked, the doors open, the load lock's out, seal broken, all that good stuff. Everything we need to do. Disconnected, pulled out from underneath the trailer, dollied down and disconnected. So all that stuff is taken care of. So now we go to sleep, which I'm excited for because I actually did take a nap earlier, but I only slept about an hour. But I was getting tired and I was like, you know what? An hour of sleep now is gonna help me, because I'm probably only gonna get like 2 or 3 or 4 hours of broken sleep here. And so that hour there is gonna help. It'll have a cumulative effect so that later today on Saturday, I can just stay awake and I won't need to take a nap during the day. That was my my thinking on that. Sleep report time. Sleep report. I know it's your guys' favorite thing that I talk about when I give you the sleep report. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go to bed, and you guys, you hang out right there. It's only gonna take you like a fraction of a second, but it's gonna take me a few hours before I get back to you. And we'll talk numbers, and we'll head home, hopefully, unless something exciting happens here, which hopefully it doesn't. Remember, boring is good in trucking. Hopefully this is a nice boring night. Hopefully they take a long time to unload. They've got a reputation for taking a long time. I hope they live up to it, because I could do with the 4 or 5 hour nap right now. So let's see what happens. Let's see how long this takes. Hopefully a long time. Well, so much for wishing it was a long one. We got out of there right at 4 o'clock. They called and woke me up. So kind of sucks, because I had a hard time falling asleep. You know, you sleep an hour and then you wake up and get all your blood pumping and get yourself ready to drive, and then it takes a little while to wind back down. You know, like I couldn't just fall right back to sleep when I got over there. So I laid down at 2:45, and then I got up to go pee. It was like 3:20, 3:25, something like that. So I probably slept from 3:30 to 4 o'clock, and then they called and said, paperwork's ready. No lumper fee, or prepaid lumpers probably is what it is. And just come in and get your stuff, hook back up to your trailer, and get gone. But yeah, I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that at all. I'll be back to my yard by 5. I'll be in my own bed by about 5:30. And I'll just sleep until about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and wake up and have the rest of my Saturday. Don't mind that at all. So this is that grocery warehouse life, though, with the weird appointment times and the late nights and everything. You don't get to have those banker hours. Yeah, you gotta put in a little bit of work, some weird hours, and you end up having to sleep in a little bit, but it's all good. When we get back to the yard, we'll run through the numbers, and we'll break it down for you. Break it down. But let's get back over there, and then we'll catch up with you over there. All right, made it back to the yard. Let's run through these numbers real quick. The sun's not even up yet. I mean, this is about as good as it gets, guys. This is about as good as it gets. All right, we got the numbers right here for the week. All right, so the revenue for the week was $9,300. We did 3,200 miles, which is a pretty big number for me. So that comes out to $2.98 per mile. Or 91, I'm sorry, 91. I don't know why my 1 looked like an 8, but it did. $2.91 per mile. So after my expenses, my truck payment, trailer payment, insurance, and fuel, I'm estimating about $3,000 in fuel this week. Yes, I could do the math at the pump each time for the 12-cent discount that I get, but there's some places that I get it and some that I don't. So sometimes I just wait until they send me the invoice at the beginning of next week, and then I'll know what my real number is. But for now, I'm just going to work from the assumption that it's about $3,000 in fuel. So that leaves me with a take home of about $4,800. So not a bad week at all. And by take home, that's not like a real true take home, right? Because you still got set money aside for tires, services, for all kinds of stuff. I mean, you got just plates, registration each year is like over $3,000. So you're setting aside like a good chunk every week just for that, like $70 a week or something like that, just for plates. So there's more stuff that goes into it, but I just mean like the operating costs. It's kind of like a gross operating profit, essentially. Now, I don't usually play the what if game because it kills you. It hurts you because it didn't happen. So why even mess with it? But I'm gonna play the what if game right now because I missed out on that load that basically would have been almost the same amount of miles it would have added probably like total round trip about 60 miles to my week. 60 miles, and probably, you know, being loaded for the 350 miles to Southern California probably would have cost me like $50 in fuel. So I'm guessing about $50 in fuel, and that was a $1,600 load to do basically the same amount of miles, basically the same amount of fuel, really close. And so that would have put us up to like almost $11,000 gross. That would have put us at $340 per mile gross, and that would have basically all been take home. You take off maybe $100 for the fuel and whatever, and you know, it would have been a take home of $6,300. So that's the difference between deadheading from Utah into Southern California and getting a load from Utah to Southern California. Now, the one thing that I gained by not having that load is I gained the time at home, because I would have been out of hours earlier today down in Southern California, and I would have had to stop, do a sleeper berth split, and then get it up here, book it up here to make my delivery. And so, you know, I got that butter chicken. I got the butter chicken. So to me, you know, the butter chicken, it's not worth $1,600 though. It would have been nice to have that added on to the week there, the weekly totals. But nevertheless, I got butter chicken. I got to see Miles' basketball game. They pulled out a win. And got to hang out with the family. So I'm going to go do more of that after I take a nap. Got to go back and get some more sleep. It's weird when you break up your sleep into like short little bursts. So I'm hoping to get a good chunk, about 4 hours when I get home. And then shoot, I'll catch up with you guys next week. Love you guys. Peace out. See you on the next load.